I went into that hut intending to quiz her on the situation, that's all. As a reporter, a known killer enjoying full freedom, evading justice by leaving the country. I told her what I thought about it. And she just laughed in my face.
What a bitch.
Oh, what's this? A Far Eastern caveman purporting to practice
God,
journalism?
God
She was
damn!
literally asking.
God damn, bitch. You gotta chill.
She was literally asking.
Yeah.
2 different drinks she has. Fuck this bitch.
I hate her.
Really, you must learn the difference between reporting and listening at doorways. You ignorant plebeian.
Wow.
What did you just call me?
This country, with its pretensions to a justice system, to a free press, it's really very depressing. You see our superior ways in the West, yet you lack the mental capacity to emulate.
Holy
Literally, she just had to chill.
shit.
She just had to chill for one more day. She was free tomorrow.
She was one day from retirement.
And she couldn't chill
Oh
with
my...
the racism for one day.
Wow.
Get out of here, you oaf. Get out and crawl back into the cave you came from. The bitch is dead.
You know what? Manny Memo was right.
He is the most sympathetic motive for
Yeah,
murder in
no,
the entire series.
he's right. Fuck that lady.
That's when all I remembered.
Also, she did murder, so she did have it coming.
Yeah, about the deadly poison I happened to have in my pen at the time. What a terrible tale. In my head, I knew I should just get out of there as quickly as possible, but I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't let her get away with what she'd done, when she clearly had no remorse at all.
Oh.
I suppose it was my Jono spirit, getting all fired up.
Take accountability for what?
He was right to kill her, but wrong to try to pin it on Ray. True. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just killed her and be like, yeah, I killed her because she was racist,
Yeah.
I think most people are like, yeah,
Yeah, okay, sure. Fine.
I'd like to ask you something.
Yeah.
You often talk about justice.
Who is that?
A store that closed down. But surely as a journalist, you could have used other means to deliver the justice you sought.
Yeah.
You fucked up.
There's no justice in the press.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry?
After that trial 9 months ago, I kept digging and digging to find out what happened in that courtroom. And finally, I discovered the truth. It was a cover-up. That's what it was.
What?
A cover-up? What do you mean?
Of what?
I would remind you of your position, witness. Be careful
No,
of what you say.
spill the deeds, dish the goss.
Oh, come on. Doesn't this strike you as strange? We are suddenly not allowed to convict a foreign national. Consular jurisdiction should never have come into it. And yet that puffed-up white woman was going to sail away into the sunset a free woman. The only possible explanation is that, behind the scenes, some deal had gone down between Britain and Japan.
What sort of deal? What's he talking about?
Oh, I'd done my research and dug up all the dirt. It was all ready to be published. But you know what happened? The editor just tore the article up.
Weird. He came under pressure from the government, you mean?
Our government is going to let criminals walk free. If they're going to crush this free press, then what choice do I have but to see that justice is done myself?
I'll kill the racist woman myself. Let's not forget, Minimo-san, that you committed murder yourself, and you tried to lay the blame at the defendant's door. I'm sorry, but you're no better than just
Get wrecked, idiot!
What?
Oh. The truth is, you have no right to talk about justice at all.
Keep his name out your mouth.
I suppose.
Defeated. What a happy ending to this case.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up though. Like I do think he was a decent, hardworking guy, and just seeing injustice after injustice kind of like made him go, "Fuck it, we ball."
Yeah, yeah.
It would appear that we have reached a conclusion in this trial at last. Counsel for the defense, Ryutaro Naruhodo.
Oh, that's me. Yes. Sorry, Your Excellency. Just musing in a manly way here.
Just thinking about my dick and balls right now, sir.
How hung I am.
It's almost unbelievable that this is your first experience at the Supreme Court. It was an excellent performance. He's nice.
Yeah.
In truth, it very much reminded me of your cousin's exploits.
Oh, Naruhodo-san. Ryunosuke, you mean? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that one.
The way he handled the trial 9 months ago, and the way you handled this one, it gives me hope that we are genuinely entering a new era of justice in this land.
Hell yeah. I like this guy.
It's very flattering, Your Excellency.
Hearing the defense you put forward today made me feel most keenly that the future of our justice system will be forged by you and your contemporaries.
Thank you.
So, Prosecutor Ouchi, do you have any final thoughts?
Ah, fuck. I'm gonna kill myself.
God. Prosecutor Ouchie.
I, Takasuchi of the Ouchi clan, have been bested by a callow youth not once now, but twice.
Stop the bloodline.
If there was any shred of my former self left, it has withered and died here today.
Gosh. Your journey to cultural enlightenment sure took a while, didn't it?
Silence! Rather than living on in shame, I will end it all now with this blade. For that is the true path to Ouchiism.
Autism.
Autism? God. Fuck. That's so good. One hopes that's the only way in which he'll be modeling himself after the witness.
Everyone's screaming like, no, 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 no.
Don't do it!
No, stop.
Sprig of my top knot, the time is right for farewell. Hope is lost forever. Takasuchi. Oh no, he's gonna do it!
This time he's really gonna do it.
That wasn't nearly as dramatic as I was expecting.
Prayers. Prayer circle.
Respect.
Yes.
Hey, Hosonaga.
I don't think you got to the part where he just like crouches down, so you just see the turtle on his head.
my
and he
God.
just goes, Mr. Turtle loves the water.
Aww.
Now, in regard to the defendant, Rei Membami-san,
Yes, Your Excellency?
I have reached my final verdict. I hereby find you
Find me what?
not guilty.
Oh, thank you. You didn't finish your
It's
sentence.
the text.
The text is a gameplay element. We're not a part of that.
Court is adjourned.
Hooray.
Oh, that's a fucking funny. That's a
Yeah.
funny case.
Yeah. A lot of plot in it, too.
Yeah.
We got autism.
Autism. Oh my god.
It's over.
It's Jover.
My heart is still pounding in my chest, though. It's all I can do to just stay standing.
Hey, who's that guy?
Turn around, I can't see your face. Lawyers have such a great responsibility, such a great burden to bear. don't they, Naruhodo-san?
Who's that guy?
Oh, I didn't hear me.
Susato! Thank you so much. You were so dashing in there.
Ray and father.
Honestly, I'm so touched by everything you've... Oh no. I think I'm gonna cry.
It wasn't easy, but together we made it. I was on the verge of tears at the end too.
The only reason I'm still here is because of you.
Oh no, I can't take all the credit. It took courage it took courage to tell the truth.
There we go.
You did wonderfully, Ray. So I would have had to say that the congratulations belong to you.
Fuck yeah! Susato, don't be so standoffish.
Sorry?
We're dating now. We're friends, equals, and the trial's over, so no more of this formal super humility nonsense. It's time to celebrate with swag, to throw caution to the wind.
Let's do drugs, Susato-san.
Let's go to an opium den. Let's get fucked up.
Caution to the what?
I'm the great defense lawyer Ryutaro Naruhodo, and I'm taking you out to a milk bar tomorrow. Oh no,
Or something.
or something.
Right, I see. I'll think about it, Ray.
Taking her to the milk barn.
Just like, can you put on the costume again?
Yeah, please.
Put on clothes. Yeah.
At any rate, we really knocked the wind out of that horrid man, and it felt so good.
Yes, it was satisfying. We've sent him to his death.
It really was. Isn't there anybody else we could throw together?
I hope you're not looking at me, Ray.
Oh my goodness. No, of course not. Of course not. I didn't even think about it for like 2 seconds.
Ah, there it is at last. Ray's lovely smile.
Gay.
Gay!
You fought for your friend to the very last. As your father, I'm extremely proud of you. Defense attorney Ryutaro Naruhodo.
So apparently, Ray is the artist for this game's OC.
Did they make a fucking like self-insert to be gay with Susato?
No, he's a guy.
Okay.
But he put her in this as the defendant, but he loves drawing her, which
Yeah.
is why like she's on the cover of the game despite
Oh my
being
God.
a minor character. And he drew like 6 pieces of bonus art for this version of the game, and she's in like all of them. I
Good
think.
shit. Good shit.
yeah.
Good shit. That's
This
the
dream came
that's what I would do if I ever made a game. Like all my OCs
That's
would be
what I'm
in
doing
them.
with my novel right now.
Yeah, literally. Okay.
Thank you, but I couldn't have done it without your help. Anyway, it's time to bid farewell to Ryutaro, I think. And then, what's the other girl's name? I just forgot.
Sorry.
The defendant.
Oh, Ray.
Yeah, she's like, no.
No.
I shall miss him in a way, but it's back to Susato Mikotaba now.
So I'll never see him again then? What a terrible shame. What? Oh God.
Oh, it's the boys.
What is happening?
Have a good night, Crystal.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Oh, Soseki-san and Inspector Hosonaga, I do hope you've been keeping well. Is that really you? Oh, these guys don't
Oh yeah,
know.
they didn't know.
Yes, I had to change my appearance for, well, obvious reasons, I hope. But it's me. Susato Mikotaba.
I don't.
So dashing, so different.
Oh my God.
Love the turtle. No, he's not.
He's dying.
No. Nobly dashing, yes, and devilishly divine. Just look at you.
Him.
Every man in her life is like, you pass so well.
Yeah, right.
You did such good lawyering, and you're a woman. I'm so happy for you.
I had no idea, Mr. Sato-san Esquire, that you were locum student Naruhodo-san's Esquire's cousin.
What?
Astonishingly astounding ace attorney.
Hey,
He said it.
He said it. That's it, everybody. Good night. We're done. It's over. We finished the game.
Right. I'll start shooting if you don't leave right. Poor Saseki-san. So confused. Here he is, rotting in a jail cell. I thought he was gonna die. I still remember the first time I ever met him. He was in a prison cell in London. What an extraordinary conundrum it was. The unwitting student from Japan found himself embroiled in. But after Naruhodo-san's skillful defense at the Old Bailey, Saseki-san was free to return to Japan.
Thanks.
And now he seems to have earned himself great fame as an author.
Don't worry about this, loser.
No, be nice to I'm stunned. That's a truly impressive disguise.
Right.
Even I had no idea, and I'm chief inspector at the police bureau. Who came up with Mr. Turtle? No
You
way.
came up with Mr. Turtle?
I'm not sure you should be admitting to that, Inspector.
Amazing. You're a woman of many faces, I see. Just two, really?
Just two.
Just two. And this was a once-in-a-lifetime event, I think. Oh, I'm not a patch on you, though, Inspector. Well, I am a professional, of course.
Right. What an idiot.
I do worry about Inspector Hosonaga sometimes. I really do.
Yeah.
His tuberculosis is getting
It's getting really bad.
9 months ago, when he appeared here at the Supreme Court to testify, he was undercover, disguised as a head waiter of a restaurant. That's how she remembers him on the boat.
Yeah.
And then on the steamship to Great Britain, of course, disguised as a sailor to keep us safe on the journey. Well, he fucking failed.
Yeah, he fucked up real bad.
Oh my god. No, that didn't help you, did it, Kazuma-sama? Everyone hates this man.
He's a fuck up.
From my perspective, I have to admit that I have mixed feelings about all this. I mean, now the truth has been lost forever.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the murder that English woman committed at the end of last year.
Oh, yes. It was an English doctor that she killed, as I understand it. Oh, sorry. It was a white doctor.
Dr. John H. Wilson, yes. The man I invited to
These
Japan
monkeys are
personally.
cute. The mystery is, why did she kill him?
We'll never know.
Now the culprit herself is dead. We'll probably never know the answer.
We'll never
You
know.
guys lighten up.
Yeah. I was imagining Susanoo doing the Marge face, like driving the car. Can you kids lighten up?
On the voyage to Great Britain, we had the most unexpected encounter. With Mr. Herlock Sholmes, the great detective, I mean. Yes, I remember Mr. Sholmes well, of course. I was there.
Yeah.
Remember me?
I was
I
there
couldn't save your
too.
friend.
Ah, my arch nemesis. How lately you uttered
What?
his name.
He's your arch nemesis?
Because he was working for the police. to try and put
Oh,
Sasaki in
yeah,
jail.
that's true.
Well, according to the stories published about him in The Adventures of Herlock Sholmes, the detective once had a partner who helped him solve crimes, a best friend.
Huh.
And that man was an exceptional doctor of medicine, by the name of John H. Wilson.
That's weird. What? Dr. Wilson?
I just can't believe that it's a coincidence. I think that the English doctor of medicine killed here in Japan 9 months ago must have been the friend of and partner of Mr. Sholmes.
Partner, you say? Why is that highlighted?
His best buddy.
His best friend who lived with him, and they were
If
roommates.
that's really true. And the poor girl won't ever see her beloved father again.
Yeah, did we just...
Orphan! Orphan!
Susanoo, did you just pick up on that?
No, I think she's just reminding the audience.
Oh.
There's so many points in the first game where Iris is like, "Oh boy, I'm so excited to see my papa
I
again."
can't
And
wait
then
to see
her-
my dad who's alive and loves me.
And then her and
Yeah.
Reno's
Oh,
coming
yeah.
to the
Like, hey! Tugging at their collar.
Yeah.
As you know, I traveled to Great Britain once myself to study. It was around the time you were born.
Yes, grandmother told me all about it.
You're half
You were
white,
dead.
Susato. On returning to Japan, I took up my professorship at the Imperial Yume University. But I also serve another role, as an advisor to the government on diplomatic affairs.
Yes, I was aware of that as well.
Yeah, tell me something I don't know.
In that case, I'm sure you understand that there are some confidential matters I cannot divulge to you.
Could you just tell me one thing? Why did you summon me back to Japan? It's been 2 months now since I returned. When I left England, it was because an urgent telegram had arrived from Japan. It said that you'd collapsed with a high fever, and you were growing weaker by the day.
What? Where did that news come from?
That's what I'd like to know. Because after that long sea voyage, I found you in fine health, Father.
Fucked up.
Just good, but like, I was worried the whole fucking time. Was there something in Great Britain that you perceived might inconvenience me in some way? Or harm me? That's really the only explanation I can think of.
You were getting too close. Dear me, do you reserve your most cutting glares for your father, Susato? I'm sorry, my dear. I simply can't.
Ooh.
Ah!
He's here to kill us.
He's gonna stab us with a pencil.
Many Memo-san!
So, one throw wasn't enough for you.
She's locked in. I've got one last thing to say before they take me away. Professor,
Me?
I know the truth. I know you had a hand in what went on.
Oh,
What?
In that visiting student's fate.
visiting student. Giselle Brett, you mean?
No, not her. The student of law left for Great Britain 8 months ago.
What?
What? Student of law? He
Wait, what?
Kazuma-sama. What are you talking about? What does any of this have to do with Kazuma-sama?
Nobody here in Japan knows anything about it. They don't know that the guy never made it to England, that he died on that steamship, and that he'll never...
Who?
Well, I didn't expect to find him in here.
This is
I
fucked
love
up.
the way he like fell.
This is fucked up. I hate this. We're never supposed to see a judge not behind the stand.
Yeah. What are you officers playing at?
Terribly sorry.
Terribly sorry, Your
Oh,
Excellency. Oh, sorry.
no, it's okay. You got it.
Well, there should be 2 of them, so.
I was going to tell you that the rickshaw has arrived, Eugene. It's a good job I came by.
Is this literally the first time we've seen a judge not behind the stand?
No, there's 2 in the Miles Edgeworth duology.
Oh, yeah, and these would have come after that.
Yes, thank you for dealing with him. And I'll be there shortly.
Oh, Your Excellency.
This trial's over. I'm not Your Excellency anymore. Merely your father's friend, Seishiro Jigoku. And may I say that since I saw you last, you seem to have taken on a more dashing
He
appearance.
knew!
That's cool. He knew the whole time and he still let it happen.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Women should be lawyers, actually.
He's progressive.
Yeah.
Did you know all along? From the start of the trial?
A judge sees everything, Susato.
Or sometimes nothing, depending on the series.
I couldn't let you take the risk. If Seishiro here hadn't known, and then he'd recognized you.
Just halfway through the trial, he's like, "Oh, you're that girl."
Oh, yeah, no, death.
You can't do that. Yeah.
So I had a word in his ear beforehand, as an old friend. So, Seishiro, shall we?
Yes, having ruled in that case, we now have various diplomatic issues to address.
Before you go, Father.
Sorry, my dear. We shall have to return to our earlier conversation at a later date. But well done again, both of you. You did admirably.
Oh, thank you very much.
What did you think of my Seshiro sling, eh? It's been a while since I've sent a man flying like that.
He's also a dork.
Yes.
Let him throw more men. Whatever could father be hiding from me?
What does he have to do with Kazuma's death?
About Giselle Brett, about Dr. Wilson. And now it seems, according to the reporter, about Kazuma-sama. I'm going to have to bring this up with father sometime. When nobody else is around.
Oh, hi.
Oh, you're still here.
Judicial Assistant Mikotoba-san Esquires. Could I have a word?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course, Soseki-san. What is it?
I think perhaps it could be fate that we're meeting again like this now. You see, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah.
Oh?
I believe that it may be related to the reason why your father summoned you back from England.
Yes, I have to hear.
Please, oh no, that's you.
Please, Soseki-san, tell me at once.
He moved suddenly, so I thought that was
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
I will. As you know, my time in England was terrible.
Shit.
Cursed it, I have no doubt. Such awful things I was embroiled in. Thank goodness locum student Naruhodo Esquire stepped in.
Can you get on with it?
After he secured my freedom, I couldn't wait to get on a ship back here to my homeland. Having arrived in Japan, I submitted a report about my experiences to the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Right.
The next thing I knew, I had a visitor. It was your father, Professor Mikotoba. He wanted to ask me all sorts of things about my report.
My father?
He seemed to be especially taken with a particular part of the report. Anyway, he left eventually, having thoroughly quizzed me.
What part?
But it was the very next day that he sent the telegram to you asking you to return to Japan.
What was it then? The particular part my father was interested in.
Fuck!
I don't really know exactly.
I forgot.
I forgot.
Do you remember them? Those two terrible cases I was caught up in?
Two?
Of course, I could never forget.
Yeah, right. I remember both cases. Well,
Your father seemed concerned himself mainly with the second case.
the one that we know about, right?
The second one? You mean the one Mr. Sholmes forbade any of us to talk about in public?
Which we're doing right now.
Bust through the wall. That's why he's looking back.
Yeah, he's like, where is he?
Which is why the only case involving you that any member of the public is aware of is the first.
Whoa.
Well, I don't care. I don't listen to what that dastardly detective says.
I hate
Anyway,
that guy.
the point is,
Fuck that guy.
it seems
It's
that
there,
case
Sholmes.
somehow holds the key to all those curious unanswered questions.
Huh.
That horrific, hideous, heinous case. The case of the haunted lodging.
Ooh.
Ooh, more gas poison. That case somehow caused my father to summon me urgently back to Japan. I thought that whole business was over, but it seems I was wrong.
What are you talking about?
Perhaps that was only the start. Perhaps the story is not yet.
It
told.
literally isn't. Well, all right. Anime? You can hear the voices, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It's weird having the 3D model there. You know it well.
Oh.
I would love to. Is Susato going to be in Japan for the entire game?
I don't know.
You do know! Shut up!
So that's my favorite way to respond when they ask you
I
something.
don't know. Like, you obviously know. Shut the fuck up.
It's the best response that gives nothing away.
Yeah.
Plus it annoys you, so double
It
it.
does annoy me. Hey, let's wrap up there today.
You did it.
That was
You solved the case of the dead white woman.
that was a good case, actually. And I like how that case actually builds up a mystery for like the rest of the game too. Or
yeah, it's
continues a mystery, I suppose.
It's fantastic.
Man, I wonder what happened to Iris's dad. We'll never know. We'll never know what happened to Iris's dad.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. He could still be alive out there somewhere, solving mysteries.